Hello, I thought I'd do a workshop tour for anyone who's interested. This is a single car garage workshop. I did do a shop tour on my last workshop, which was quite a bit smaller than this one, which I'm now moving to a new workshop again, so this is all going to be gone very soon. But I thought I'd just show it to anyone who might get some ideas, hopefully might be useful to them. So I'll just start on this wall. I've tried to put everything that uses the big dust collector on this wall. So I've put my dust collector as you come in through the door here. It's a 2 horsepower dust collector, and I've put a central dust collection line all the way down that feeds the sander, the table saw, the bandsaw, and the jointer. The planer thicknesser, I usually place it on top of the table saw when I'm using it, and use the same dust collection hose. It'd be nice to have it set up on its own base, but space, I haven't got loads of space in here, and you can sacrifice the space for the mobile base, but then it just gets in the way when you're not using it. I've tried to keep the dust collection as straight as possible and the runs be as short as possible so that it's as efficient as possible, which I think's worked quite well. So the space behind it I've used for clamp storage. As you can see there, they're both Bessie clamps. We've got some wood storage here, just because it's a dead space. I've got space for a random step stool and offcuts. More offcuts under the pillar drill. So it's a drill press, pillar drill, whatever you want to call it. It's a 6-inch jointer, it's on wheels. And the saw is also on wheels. And the table saw, it's a DeWalt table saw. I do really like the saw because I really like this rack and pinion fence system. It makes it very easy to get accurate cuts and make very small adjustments. It's a great saw, but it'd be nice to have a bigger one, and one with an outfeed table, which I don't have at the moment. But as you can see from this angle, the jointer is set forward from the bandsaw, so I have good infeed and outfeed for that, and a reasonable amount of infeed and outfeed for the table saw. I can always open the door if I'm desperate, but it's on wheels, so I just usually roll it slightly out and more forward if I need more space. I have my disc belt sander there, which is right on the end of the straight line, so it gets very good dust collection. Usually there's a lot of fine dust off the sander, but that dust collector seems to do a pretty good job. Just show you a bit of a pan around of the workshop from this end. So here I've got the main storage for all the small stuff. Got the drawers labelled up, so we've just got sockets there, general hand tools, all sorts of stuff. Sharpening gear, so it's waterstones and honing guides and that sort of stuff. Chisels, hand planes, more clamp storage. Just sort of keep most of the wood here, all the bigger bits anyway, and the sheet storage usually goes down behind the toolbox. There's my fence, rails for my track saw, some more smaller clamps. I've left this space here empty because I've got a storage area above with a drop down ladder, so I need to keep that empty so that I can get up there, which is very handy for keeping all the stuff you don't use that often or household stuff. So this is a workbench. It's based on the woodgears.ca workbench. I built it because it was very quick and easy, and it's very sturdy. I'd like to build a Rubo style someday, but that'll be in the next workshop probably. Here's my Festool dust extractor and Festool Capex. So I've made it so that the two workbenches to the side of the MFT and the workbench are the supports for the Capex, so to hold the material. I've put the extractor here so I can use it for the track saw, the domino, or my sanding, anything that doesn't need heavy dust collection. I can use the Festool dust extractor for. So under the bench, I've got some fold-out sawhorses, which are handy for cutting sheet goods outside or something like that, or if I can't fit them in here. These shelves are just usually full of junk of all sorts, really. The most commonly used things, but you don't really have space to put them. I haven't made storage solutions for everything yet. So this is my MFT table. It's just a normal MFT, but I've just sat it on top of this workbench that I've made. And I've just made these little brackets to put the short guide rail on that come with it. And I use dogs in the holes to make my 90-degree reference. And then I just easily keep the table clear when I'm not using it. Because I don't have that much space in here, I need to keep the surfaces as clear as possible, really. So I've got some pull-out drawers for my sustainers. There's the domino, which is not in the box, but there's space on the opposite side for another sustainer. It's the TS55 storage. Just a nice way to quickly access it. We've got the routers in here. So we've just got like a Bosch trim router and the router table insert. I used to have a router table, but I haven't done one in this workshop, so I never got around to it. Just odds and sods, planes, that sort of stuff. So I've got a roll-up insulated garage door. The old one was really drafty, there was gaps all the way around. And this is definitely much better, but it's still not 100% perfect. Still quite cold in here. It'd be nice to have some better insulation on the walls or something, but it does the job. Power wise, the house consumer unit is actually in the garage, so it makes it easy. I've got a separate circuit just for the garage, and got a line that runs all the way around to here. I never got around to doing that wall, so anything I use on this side I have to have an extension lead for, but yeah, one day maybe. You could do with more lighting, really. There's definitely a lot of shadows cast, which is a pain in the ass when you're trying to do something that requires a lot of accuracy. Could do with probably about 3 of them. But I think that's everything. So thanks for watching. Sorry about the shaky video. And bye-bye.